Hi, I'm John Ota, the Director of Finance at Zenatta Consulting. This is a tutorial on QuickBooks to Zoho Books migrations. If you find this video useful, please consider liking and subscribing below. Thank you and enjoy. Let's go over our agenda for the day. We will be going over what is Zoho Books, key steps, which are cleaning up QuickBooks data, exporting data from QuickBooks, data normalization, importing into Zoho Books, and quality checks and testing. And then after that, we're going to go over some consideration in Quirks and the differences between Zoho Books and QuickBooks. Zoho Books is a cloud-based accounting software. It's available in the Zoho One and Zoho Finance bundles or as a standalone application. It can replace other accounting software such as QuickBooks, Sage, or Xero. Today, we're going to be going over how to migrate from QuickBooks to Zoho Books. So key step number one, clean, clean, clean. You're definitely going to want to check your numbers against your tax return, update your books with any accountant-provided adjusting journal entries, make any format changes to your data, reconcile or write off any bad debts, clear out or inactivate customers or vendors. During this step, you can take the chance to update or clean up your chart of accounts. That means if you have any type of accounts that you want to merge together, so you have multiple auto expenses and you want to merge those together, you can take those and use that chance to merge those together, or you can become more granular with that and extend those out into multiple expenses such as maybe gas, insurance, and other various auto expenses. This is the most important step since garbage data in is going to be garbage data out, and it's going to really be the most pivotal step in your migration. As part of the cleaning process, you'll also want to plan out exactly what you're doing with your migration. I provided kind of a checklist and some directions on how to go about and what order you'll want to complete the migration in. I provided a link to this document in the description below. You'll be able to download this and use this as a guideline as well. Export data. Export it to a CSV file format. That way it'll be easier to edit and make the changes that you'll need to line that up with how Zoho Books wants to import the file. And we'll go ahead and walk through this together using a QuickBooks demo account that you can find online. So I'm utilizing a demo account from QuickBooks to show you this migration. It is a free demo. Anyone can access it. So if you wanted to practice a migration, you could as well utilize this tool. So from here, this is the landing page when you access QuickBooks Online. From here, we're going to go over to the gear icon, click the drop-down menu, go over to Export Data. And from here, you'll be able to click on the bottom right to export the chosen reports to Excel. It'll zip them for you, and you can save them to your computer. Key steps number 3. After your data has been exported, you're going to want to normalize the data. You're going to need to note any formatting differences. For example, in QuickBooks, names are full name, first name, last name all together. So John Ota on one line item. And in Zoho Books, you'll notice that it splits it up. First name is separate from last name. So it would be John, and then Ota would be last name. There are some automations you can use here to normalize the data, but you'll just want to make sure that you review the file after any automations have been run for any outliers. There may be some names that have 3 parts instead of just the 2. So you want to make sure that you clean those up by hand. So when you pull your reports from QuickBooks, it's not going to be exactly how Zoho Books is wanting to import that. There are some slight changes in the names of the accounts as well as how they present things. We'll talk about this later on in the show with the Quirks. So for here, you can see this is what I exported from QuickBooks Online. And if we come over to this other report here, this is what I've done to format the chart of accounts to match Zoho's import file format. As you can note, the account names are still there, but instead of doing sub-accounts by using a colon, Zoho Books uses a separate column for the parent account. One other thing to note on the chart of accounts is that in Zoho Books, you cannot use the same account name for different account types. That means if you have a fees billed income as well as a fees billed cost of goods sold, it will create an error in the import. The next step is to import into Zoho Books. Zoho provides example files for all import modules, such as invoices, customers, sales orders, purchase orders. When you're importing, you're going to want to utilize the built-in error check tool. It's very convenient so that you don't duplicate a bunch of transactions inside of your file. And we'll go over that now. When you're importing into Zoho Books, you'll simply need to click on any module that you are utilizing. To start with, we usually will do the chart of accounts first. That way you have yourself set up for all of the other items that are coming in. To import, you'll go to the gear icon, click Import Chart of Accounts. From here, Zoho will provide a sample file of how it wants you to format the data to import. In the sample file here, the account name, account code, description, account type. These are all the different columns that Zoho uses for the import. As I mentioned before, this looks very different from how QuickBooks has it set up. So you can utilize these sample accounts to create your import CSV file. Once you've formatted your file, you'll come to this tool as well to choose the file. Choose how you want to handle any type of duplicates. You can either skip or overwrite. For this example, I'm going to overwrite the file. Sometimes they have the same name, accounts receivable, to the pre-built accounts in Zoho Books. So you'll want to overwrite these. This also helps when you make any types of changes and you want to add any type of data to what you already have on the original import. You can use this overwrite tool to change the name, change the account number, etc. Since I used a CSV file, you'll want to use the file delimiter as a comma. On this next page here, you'll be able to link the Zoho Books fields with the imported file header. For here, account name, account type, opening balance, description. Once you've set these up the initial time, you'll be able to save these selections for future imports. By hitting next, it'll take you to a preview of what you're going to import. From here, you can see that I'm going to be importing 69 files and it's skipping 20. When you click on the skipped records, you'll be able to see the errors. You can use this to then go back and edit your CSV file to fix any of these items. The number here corresponds to the line on the Excel. By importing then, you'll be able to import the different chart of accounts. And then from there, you can look and compare your chart of accounts to see if it matches how you want that. As I mentioned before, this can be done in any of the modules. For example, if I come to the invoice section here and click on the hamburger menu, you'll be able to import invoices here. And as I mentioned before, you'll be able to download a sample file to compare to the exports from QuickBooks. It follows the same steps as you would. If you don't have invoice numbers, you can auto-generate the invoice numbers, and you can also map the customer's addresses in the import file to their customer record in Zoho Books. For importing, you're definitely going to want to follow a set path to avoid creating issues in your system. The first import will be chart of accounts, followed by your customers, then invoices, payments received, and from there you can import your vendors and expenses as well. The last step is going to be to check your work. You're going to want to review your books and see if, for example, the customer vendor accounts are linking properly, that all the invoices are linked to the correct customer, and see that your data is showing up how you would like it to. Once you've imported everything in, you can come into your customer section and check to see that the invoices were imported correctly and associated with the client. If we go to Billie Eilish here, we can see that all of the invoices have pulled in correctly. and the payments have been matched to the correct accounts as well. You can also utilize the status to see the paid versus overdue invoices on their account. Some quirks that you want to consider when you're formatting the data and normalizing it. QuickBooks and Zoho don't have the exact nomenclature for naming the account types. For example, other current assets with an S, where Zoho has other current asset. These are just some considerations. We will provide a link to this document in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get an update when we post new content. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave those in the comments below.